Guys, I've worked so hard for this weapon. I don't even know if it's good or not. I haven't seen any videos on it. But I finally got it. The 21% Delirium. So I want to talk to you guys for a minute when it comes to pinnacle weapons. So I'm pretty sure this is the first season I've gotten every single pinnacle weapon. Because last season was the mountaintop and I didn't get that. So yeah, this is the first season that I've gotten every single pinnacle weapon for Vanguard, Gambit, and Crucible. Because I've gotten the Recluse, I've gotten the Oxygen, and I just got the 21% Delirium. Now I want to talk about why I didn't do a video on the Oxygen. Well, I have it still. I didn't dismantle it, but to be honest, I sort of see myself dismantling it. Because I've only used it in like the Outbreak Prime quest. My inventory is still full of Aaron tells from yesterday. There, that works. But let me find it. It will be in the vault. Yeah, here it is. So basically, I want to talk about why I didn't do a video on this weapon. It's very lackluster. I'm not a big scout rifle fan in the first place. The only scout rifles that I like using are... Let me see, do I have any good scout rifles on me? I don't use scout rifles very often, but when I do, I normally like to use some of the more rapid fire frames, so like the Niflheim Frost. I haven't used this thing in so long, but I love it. It's a 180 round per minute. The Jade Rabbit I love using. There's stuff like the Nameless Midnight, which that's garbage. I don't know why I would use that. Does not compute is definitely not a bad weapon. Yeah, but I don't use a lot of scout rifles, so there's that. But it's also very lackluster. Like, it's not necessarily that I was doing bad with it, and that's why I didn't want to do a video on it. I didn't expect anything great out of it, because its perks are not very good. Because basically what it is, you hit headshots. You proc Meganuera? I don't know how to pronounce that. So Dragonfly deals more damage based on the number of precision hits dealt beforehand. So basically, if you're using this in low tier play, this perk isn't going to do anything. It only stacks up to 3 times, but also it like doesn't do, like, you'll hit him in the head once and that's all it takes to kill him if you do it in low tier play, which won't affect this at all. So I don't, as I said before, I'm not a big scout rifle fan. So I did not see myself using this in the first place. So yeah, I did the raid earlier. I got an age-old bond from it, and then when I reset my infamy rank literally 2 minutes ago, I got a risk runner. So I need to transport both of those things to the vault. And I think after this video I'm doing I'm gonna do a Last Wish raid. I'm still trying to get a Supremacy. I don't think I did a video on it. I did have one at one point. I had it. I had one, I used it for like 3 games, and then I didn't like it at first, so then I just dismantled it, and I was so stupid for doing that. But I'll get over it. But yeah. So now I've gotten all 3 pinnacle weapons. I'll probably have a video coming out for the 21% Delirium. soon. Like, literally, I just got it. I could go play around with it right now. To be honest, I want to see how it feels. I'm going to go out just, like, to the EDZ, and I just want to see how it feels. Let's just, yeah, let's just do a public event. That'll be fine. But, and I haven't done an Outbreak Prime video yet. I was stupid. Or not Outbreak Prime, Outbreak Perfected video. I have it. I don't have the catalyst for it, but I have it. As you can see right here. Outbreak Prime in Destiny 1, which is what this was called, it literally looks the exact same from Destiny 1. It feels very similar, except this one is literally a laser beam. The one in D1 was not a complete laser beam, but it was still really good. This is amazing. Like, seriously. And if anyone wants to know what I used in my Gambit play, I played solo the entire way. Up to Legend, just had a few games here and there with some clanmates. But it's like I didn't play with my clanmates the entire time up. I played maybe 3 matches with clanmates. So this is what I was using the whole time. I was using Long Shadow. There would be a supremacy there if I had it. This is just my God Roll one. I think y'all have seen this before. I use it a lot. It's, yeah. I use it a lot, so y'all have probably seen that sniper before. I've been using the Recluse. It's just a really good all-around submachine gun. And Thunderlord, or sometimes I would run Outbreak Prime Recluse and then switch to Hammerhead or Cluster Bomb rockets. It just sort of depended on what I was using. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I spawned in and I didn't even have 21% Delirium on. So let me go grab this flag. Actually, here, let me use the ammo that I have. Okay. That's not a bad sight. It reminds me of the one for the Dawning. That's what it reminds me of. Oh my gosh, that shoots really fast. I'm feel like I'm having to use it as like a scout rifle, because if I just spam it, I won't be able to do anything. See, look, now I'm out. I killed a majority of them though. That was actually really good. But basically, if you're trying to get 21% Delirium solo, basically I don't have very many, I don't have really any tips. Basically, just try to be the smart one on your team, because a lot of people don't, like, pay attention to, like, oh, we can bank to get a Primeval right now. I should stop killing the ads so that we can get a Primeval as quick as possible. A lot of people don't pay attention to that, and that's probably one of my biggest things when it came to, that's one of my biggest things when it came to raging at it, because I would be sitting there at the bank because I thought our dudes would spawn in the Primeval because we only needed 5 more, but the guy was still killing the ads to get 15. I mean, it's just like, we don't have the time for that. We need to get this Primeval. We need to get this Primeval going. So basically, try to be the smart one on your team. If you have to, like, if you have to be the smart one on your team, be the smart one. Learn how to kill your invaders is a big deal. Another things that I saw a lot of my randoms doing is they would let the so they wouldn't have any moats, right? The Primeval, or not the Primeval, the invader would run right past them and they would just let them. The randoms would just let them run past them, and I was sitting in the back with 15 because I knew that that was most likely going to happen. And of course, with my sniper and recluse, I can't really do in between ranges, and the invader had an outbreak prime, so he beat me in the duel, and my blueberries with no my blueberries with no I'm losing my freaking thought. And my teammates with no moats would just let them run straight past him, and he would come straight after me, who had 15. So just try to pay attention, and when it comes to picking up moats, when it comes, sorry, when it comes to picking up moats, be self-aware of who should pick up what moats. So like if you have 3, and your teammate has 9, and there's only 1 moat on the ground, let your teammate pick it up because he'll be able to give your team a or he'll be able to spawn in a whatever they're called, a blocker. He'll be able to spawn in a medium blocker. Also, big thing playing solo, bounties are your life, okay? Like, do your bounties before anything. Like, you could just go off of trying to win alone, but it would take so much longer than if you just went for the bounties. Because that's basically all I did. I would play Gambit enough to do the weeklies and to get the weekly bounties done, and to get the weekly matches played done. So, like, play 4 matches of 3 of regular Gambit and 4 of the other one, but of Gambit Prime. So I haven't done Gambit Prime yet this week. I had only played Gambit, but the bounties are your best friend. I never did the Gambit Prime bounties. I did the weekly Gambit Prime bounty, I did the Gambit bounty, the weekly Gambit bounty, and I did the dailies. That's all I did. And I only did them on one character. I only did it on this character because my hunter still has complete garbage on him. Like, I couldn't go into Gambit with it. I played a match of Gambit and got destroyed. So I didn't do him on my hunter and my warlock. I just didn't feel like doing it on him. So basically, to sum it all up, bounties are your best friend. Be aware of your surroundings and your teammates, what your teammate is doing. Be aware of your moats. Know how to kill an invader, or know how to at least avoid an invader if you can't kill him. And basically, you'll get there. Don't give up. You'll get there soon enough. You just have to put in the time. So that's all I have to say about my solo Gambit experience. And definitely do play with a team if you have one, because you will get it a lot quicker. Like, to be honest, if I played with a team and won every single match, I wouldn't have had to do the Gambit bounties. But I did the bounties. I did all that. So just do all those things that I said, and to be honest, you should be destroying in Gambit. And to be honest, loadout wise, Outbreak shotgun, really good. Basically anything with a shotgun is good. I only did this because Recluse is really good even against the higher tier enemies where you would normally use your shotgun. And then Sniper, because it's just easy when you invade, and when others invade you can sit in the back and be able to snipe. And then your Heavy, basically don't use it unless you have to on a higher tier enemy. Don't use it unless you have to on an invader, or if you're invading. And basically just try to save it for the boss. The boss is where you should be using your super, and where you should be using your abilities and your Heavy. Now, I may be completely wrong here. Someone who is more experienced than me in Gambit can comment down below and tell me what they use all that stuff for. But basically, my Recluse was for killing the ads, Sniper for the invaders, Heavy primarily for boss damage, if I had to for an invader or a higher tier enemy. Like if you have a high value target show up, I would use my Heavy on that. Super, mainly use it on the boss, but if you are like just starting around and you have your super, use it, because you'll have it by the end. You'll have it by the time your boss spawns. So that's basically all I have to say. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.